Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey. We're talking about success. What it is, what it isn't, what does it mean to you? And I want to talk to you today about the difference between power and influence. This is a real important thing that we have to understand when we're talking about personal success, because it's easy to get the whole concept of power mixed up in our mind, because we can see the abuse of power so clearly, especially in the age that we live in. Now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time, I don't intend to get political, but I am going to step on some political toes. And I don't want to accuse anybody of doing anything, but if the shoe fits, you know, when you look at people who strive for power, power is even more damaging to fulfilling the purpose, your personal purpose, and a successful life, what it means to have a successful life. Power is the most damaging thing that there is, far more damaging than money. That it will destroy and eat away at a person. It will crumble them. We can see that especially in the political arena. You know, over the last few years, we have seen this battle within our government that has happened where people are struggling for power to say who has the right to say what and who has control of what, because they were elected or they weren't elected, or there's more of us than there are of you, whatever. And the thing that they always seem to forget, politicians, and I don't want you to forget this, I want you to always remember this, politicians are not there. We do not work for them. They work for us. They get paid by us. We don't get paid by them. They dole out a lot of money. There's no doubt about that. That's how they maintain power. That's how they like to control, is that they keep people in a state of need. They keep people in a state where they are dependent upon the government, and therefore they can try to control them. But the fact is, they have no money. All their money is our money. You can't go and say that they have anything that they can give. They don't. They give you what you have. They give you back what is already yours. So remember, they work for you. You don't work for them. And we as a people should demand that they do work for us. But not to, again, I'm not going to get political here. The thing that we have to see here is what power does to people. Power can take the average person and just crush them. It can make them unreasonable. It can make them people who will not listen to reason, or not give. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen in business, where people will be humble and easy as they start a business. They're generous. They work with other people. They have a team spirit. They depend on other people to help them. And as their business grows and as things develop, they tend to be more and more independent until all of a sudden they become a tyrant. And they run the business because this is their business, and they're going to do it their way, and people are going to listen to what they have to say. And all of a sudden, that sense of teamwork is gone, and power is there. Now, I've seen it also happen within churches. I've seen that happen in churches many times, where a pastor will be a humble guy. He'll be somebody who has been called, and the church may not be very large, and he has to work an outside job besides being in the pastorate, and goes through all the struggles with the church, and the church begins to grow, and it builds and it grows, and sometimes it grows to extremely large, popular church. And as it does, he gets more and more and more power. And with that power, he becomes less and less humble. It's his church. He's going to dictate what goes on. It's what he says. And like I said, I've seen this happen. I have seen it happen where pastors have said, you know, when you sit where I'm sitting, then you can make the decisions. Until then, you do what I say. You know, and that's not the way that it is. That is not how God has intended for us to function. Always remember, there's a difference between power and influence. We want to be people of influence, not people of power. That your goal should never be to be someone who is there to control anything. Always have a sense of teamwork, always have a sense of humility. I'll tell you, the greatest power that there is in the world is a humble leader. Somebody who can lead, who can give direction, who can help people to grow and to be the best that they can be, and do it all with a humble heart. All knowing that what you're trying to do is help them to be the best. Help them to always be who they were called to be. You see, the difference here is power always is all about me. Power is about what I want, who I am, what I can do, what I say, what I think is right, where I want to go. Where influence is always about other people. How can I make you better? How can I help you to achieve? I've shared with you before, and I'm share with you probably many times in the future. My favorite quote, I try to make it my life quote, something that I always grab onto and follow. I keep it in my mind all the time, from Zig Ziglar, where he said, you can have anything in life that you want as long as you help enough people get what they want. That is such a truth, that as long as you are helping other people to be their best, to achieve, to be everything God has created them to be, you will always achieve your best and be everything that you are meant to be. I want to talk to you more about influence and what that influence means on yourself, on others, and the community that you live in. That'll be the topic of our next video. This is John Patrick Hickey for the Growth Center, and I do want to encourage you to always live your purpose and change your world.